Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I thought I would do something I started doing a little bit last year, and it's something I should probably do regularly because it will help my clients and stuff that I can link to my clients, because a lot of them have questions or I have common things that people do wrong. And because I have enough informative videos to make it well into next year at my current upload rate, if I want to touch on special topics like this, I can put them outside the normal rotation. And put these up for my clients and things. And today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about bench press grip widths and the 5 different ones that we use. And this is a problem I run into because I have a lot of clients when I try to assign them, hey, I want you to max on this, or I want you to do rep work with this grip. They're like, well, what does that mean? And clients are really bad about doing this, just like a lot of people are. They'll say things like, well, I'm a closed grip bench presser. I'm a medium grip bench presser. I'm a conventional deadlifter. I'm a sumo deadlifter. No, you aren't. That might be what you do in competition, but that's not what you are. And in fact, I'm going to say to you guys out there who are going to mess with stuff like conjugate type training, if you only have a straight bar, you don't have all these specialty bars like I have, you probably need to train 3 to 5 different bench grip widths. Minimum 3 up to 5. So you're not a whatever grip bencher. And so let's kind of define these and then look at how we set them up. And I'm going to lay down here and demonstrate for you guys. I'm going to use a stainless power bar so you can see it a little closer, maybe see the rings. I'm not sure if you can from there. But you guys will see where I space my hands and stuff, at least on the knurling. And we need to look at the different bench grip widths, how we do them. And you guys are also going to watch, I'm going to set up an arch here. And this is something else that's a problem for a lot of my guys. You do not bench flat back. Okay, there is no reason ever for you to bench with a flat back. Do you want to know the guys out there who say stuff like, I don't feel the bench press in my chest, I can't build pecs on the bench press? Okay, those guys, that's because they bench flat back. Those guys who are like, oh, the bench press hurts my shoulders. It's because number 1, you're benching flat back. Number 2, you have bent wrist. Number 3, you have weak triceps. Number 4, you probably don't train your rear delts. That's the only reason bench pressing is hurting your shoulders. So let's get over here, and I'm just going to set up a real modest arch. I'm not going to get crazy because I don't need to set in super tight, but just a basic arch. So I'm not going to push myself back under with the uprights. So we just get set down. So let's look at our different bench grips. Standard bench press, when you think of just a normal bench press, usually going to be like pinkies on the rings. And this is a good baseline grip, okay? And yes, I have the J-hook set low so I can do illegal wide on here. Normally you would want them higher than this. Normally we only want to come up about 1 inch, but we don't have options here. So we get set. Notice my knuckles are pointed up, okay? Deep breath. Okay, that's your normal grip. What we define as a medium grip, anywhere near the center of the knurl. Okay, you have your smooth right here, you have your ring right here, right? Anywhere right around the center. And again, knuckles up, squeeze the bar. Your grip should never be loose on the bench press, ever. You squeeze the hell out of that bar. Again, medium grip. And you guys are going to notice the bar path is different on these, by the way. Okay, closed grip will be defined as right here, when you're right by the smooth. Like if your thumbs are on the smooth at all, or you can barely see any knurl or see no knurl, we're now closed grip. All right. So what's a wide grip bench? Wide grip bench would usually be about the limit of what's meet legal. These rings define what's meet legal. You cannot be outside the rings, and that'll be our 5th one that we'll discuss. So a wide grip bench would be either index finger, right, or your middle finger on the ring. So I'll go ahead and take it over to that. And this would be a wide grip bench. So when people talk about benching wide being hard for your shoulders, we're talking about having your hands themselves outside the rings in any significant numbers of fingers, to where you have only 1 or 2 fingers on the rings or inside of them. This is a wide grip bench. Okay, notice the range of motion is different, bar path is slightly different. All right, then illegal wide is also used. A lot of guys max on it. That's when you can see the ring. So if you grip the bar and you can see the ring inside your hands, this is now illegal wide. This is not meet legal. Notice the range of motion is different, bar path is different. So one of the biggest differences you're going to see when you go to the different grips, notice that your ideal touch point is different on the chest. And that's just one of the minor little caveats, Robert, on this. When you're closed grip, you usually want the bar closer to your nipples. Your best leverage is, and again, it's going to be where your forearms and everything settle, it's going to be high up. It's going to be right here. In my case, it's about an inch below the nipple, right? And if we go to illegal wide, it's going to be down on the belly. And it just has to do with our leverages and what happens with the bar path as far as getting our shoulders, forearms, and everything stacked. Notice it's about 5 inches lower. But these are all things that you're going to want to use. If you're going to run conjugate or any similar type training system and you only have a straight bar, you're probably going to need all of those. But here's the other thing. I just gave you 5 max effort lifts. So guys will say, well, what do you mean? How do we come up with exercises to max on? Every one of those is a different lift. You're going to have a different max on them. You attract them separate. You could rotate through those 5 movements. You have 5 different bench presses while still using a bench, not needing an incline, no floor press, anything else. So it's actually 5 different exercises. And when you're looking at a system like this, this is how we create exercise variation to train our different weak points, how we avoid acclimating or accommodation. And number 3, how we help avoid overuse injuries. Because if you're repeatedly doing the same movement all the time heavy, that is how we accrue overuse injuries, and that's why we stagnate. So these are all 5 grips that you would want to use, and they're all useful to you. And again, if you don't have specialty bars, bands, chains, things like that, you're actually going to want to train all 5 of these over time. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.